To knowing when to concede in the face of adversity.
Yeah, that.
So, I thought we could start with the corroborating evidence, then go to the witness testimonies. Have you guys been drinking?
We're gonna go shoot some Roman candles at traffic. You wanna come?
Sounds fun.
Our defense is tomorrow.
Travis Berkeley heard from Katie Phillips, whose brother's lab partner was somebody on the jury, that if we don't prove that Primrose is a Nazi terrorist serial killer, we're screwed.
So, you're giving up?
The jury's already convinced that Jimmy stopped an old lady from reconnecting from her long-lost war hero grandson. We can't go up against that.
Fine. You're right. See you guys. It's been fun.
Trudy! Trudy, come on.
What? If you're quitting, I'm quitting. I don't have to put up with this.
I'm just trying to be reasonable.
The Jeff Myers I know wouldn't be reasonable. He would fight for justice, even with his back up against the wall. I don't even recognize you anymore.
I can't lose again.
You already have. For an entire semester, I've been trying to help you. And all you've done is take it out on yourself. I'm finished. See you at graduation.
What happened?
I just let the best thing in my life walk away.
Oh. Sorry, bro.
It's this damn trial. I should never try to change the past.
What are you talking about? We've come so far.
Yeah, we proved an old lady sometimes forgets things. Proved an old lady sometimes forgets things.
You said that sentence two different ways.
How much time do we have?
Oh, like 12 hours. Why?
We have a trial to win.
Oh, cool. So we're not shooting Roman candles at traffic then.
Your Honor, the defense is obviously a no-show.
Sit down, Miss Stone.
This is absurd. Why should we wait for a defense that doesn't even have a...
We have a case! Miss Green, is it true that you keep no formal inventory of your store?
No, it's all up here.
Miss Primrose testified that she shopped at your store the morning of April 16th. Can you tell me what she bought?
A box of prunes, hard candy, wet cat food, dry cat food, fish oil, and another box of prunes.
No flour, no butter, milk, eggs?
No, none of that.
Can you please read page 12, line 4 of Miss Primrose's affidavit?
After I read the morning paper, I went to Green's grocery to buy the ingredients for that pie I was supposed to make that afternoon. Flour, milk, eggs, and butter.
Objection! Your Honor, my client is not the one on trial here.
I'll allow. This better be going somewhere, Mr. Myers.
Oh, it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere. You claim that you saw my client at 2:30 p.m. riding away from Mrs. Primrose's house at 123 Street Lane Avenue. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
And at the time, you were delivering a package to a Mr. Frank Huxley at 127 Street Lane Avenue. Is that also correct?
Yes, but I don't see what that has
Based on the distance between the two houses, combined with your walking speed, gout, and flat feet, you would have made the delivery to 123 Street Lane Avenue at 2:21 p.m.
I guess that's correct.
So, Mr. Smitty. Mr. Smitty, when you arrived at Mrs. Primrose's house, did you smell anything?
Smell anything?
Answer the question.
No, I didn't smell anything. Why?
Given that Mrs. Primrose began baking her pie at 1:30 p.m., by 2:21 the mulberries would have been heated to release the most esters and be best received by the human olfactory system.
Layman's terms, please. Not all of us have a doctorate in pie research.
I'm saying the pie would have had as strong as scent. Based on the low wind speed and high humidity of the day, the pie would have been detectable from at least a 2-mile radius.
And yet, Mr. Smitty has absolutely no recollection of smelling Mrs. Primrose's mulberry pie.
Objection! Your Honor, just because the defense doesn't have a case does not mean we should be wasting the court's time.
What are you getting at, Mr. Myers?
I'm getting at the fact that Mrs. Primrose never baked a mulberry pie on April 16th. 26 discrepancies in total between Mrs. Primrose's affidavit and the court-sanctioned case file. Mrs. Primrose couldn't keep her facts straight because she had something to hide.
My client has nothing to hide!
Miss Stone, I will hold you in contempt. Now, Mr. Myers, this is a court of mock law, and I intend to keep it that way. Now, if you're through...
I have one last witness. Before Miss Primrose baked her pie, she claimed she read her local paper, delivered to her by paper boy Gil Miller. Mr. Miller, did you deliver Mrs. Primrose's copy of the Gazette Mirror on the morning of April 16th?
Yes, indeedy.
Do you recall the headline of that day's paper?
Yeah, sure. It was from the war. 25th Infantry ambush claims 4 lives.
Could you read the highlighted section? The names of the 4 soldiers?
Patrick Rhodes, Gerald Wickham, Benji Ellis, and Franklin Primrose.
Frankie.
Tragic. A young patriot lost before his time in the line of fire. I'm sorry for your loss. However, Miss Primrose, she read that morning's paper. She knew her grandson had been killed. So why did she expect him home? Why did she bake him a pie? Why did she forget to get the ingredients for the pie? Forget to bake it? Then pin the whole thing on an innocent youth with a troubled past? Because, ladies and gentlemen, this trial's a lie. A fabrication intended to avert your eyes away from the truth. That, Edna Primrose, is a victim of Alzheimer's disease.
Objection!
In my chambers! Oh, like, whatever! Now!
Your Honor, implying that my client has Alzheimer's is outrageous, insulting, and...
Completely valid.
Come again?
When Primrose v. Parsons was first written by the Mock Trial Society of America in 1952, Mrs. Primrose was imbued with the characteristics of senile dementia, which, in 1977, became known as Alzheimer's disease.
But you already knew that, right?
Okay, she has Alzheimer's. Big deal. You really think that's going to get Jimmy off?
That is for our jury of intelligent, concerned citizens to decide.
Anyone see Teen Mom last night?
Does it usually take this long?
Must be a tough debate.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. In the case of Primrose v. Parsons, we have found the defendant guilty as charged.
Bullshit! What the is wrong with you people?
Order in the court!
No, this is dumb as
Just tone it down a notch.
Our case was awesome. Were you even listening?
Okay, we're done.
Come on. What the keep do this. Come on, man. Let it go. Come on.
Had a great run.
I don't understand what happened. You had a good case.
An amazing case. But I don't ever think it was about the verdict with you, Jeff. When I saw you up there, it was like I saw the old Jeff. The Jeff who lived for a mock trial.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Please, you would have been fine.
No, Trudy, I mean it. I've wanted to tell you this for a while, and it might sound a little out of nowhere, but...
Is that Brett?
Brett, how you been?
Hey guys.
Hey, how's detention treating you?
Not too bad. Gave me a lot of time to think. And they say with good behavior, I should be out by 3:30.
Brett, I'm so sorry. I never meant this to happen.
Are you kidding me? Mock trial is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, really. I never knew I could argue cases or do lawyer stuff or any of that crap. This has been the best semester of my life.
Yeah, too bad it's all over.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be. I have an idea.
Jacobs, McKenna, and Myers, please hold. Jacobs, McKenna, and Myers, please hold. Jacobs, McKenna, and Myers, please hold. Jacobs, McKenna, and Myers, please hold.
So what brings you here?
Well, my guidance counselor made me do this as like an extracurricular, and like nobody else represent me.
Well, you came to the right place.
So what do I actually have to like do?
What do you have to do for mock trial? You have to realize that mock trial isn't about facts or evidence or verdicts. It's about people.
You go for manslaughter, I might listen. But I'm not taking anything less than second degree. All right, I gotta go. Hit me.
Your 11:30 wants to push back at least an hour.
All right, how's the afternoon look?
You're tagging a bridge over the freeway and you're TPing your math teacher's house at 2:30.
Okay, why don't we go ahead and pencil in that TPing for Tuesday?
You have to be willing to give every drop of sweat, blood, and tears in pursuit of the truth.
That sounds gross.
Still on for lunch?
You have to look deep into your heart and find what matters most to you.
I need the deposition by 4, the court transcript by tomorrow, and I asked for a light cafe latte.
But above all, even in the darkest hour, when it seems tyranny is conquered, you must believe that come the breaking dawn, there will always be mock justice.